Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. Today's episode, we're discussing intellectual property and AI pitfalls and considerations when developing brands and marketing, advertising collateral. So we were just talking about brands, Stephanie, so please continue.
Sure. So as I was saying, the way AI works is it ingests information from a whole bunch of sources. So you may develop a trademark that you're not familiar with. However, it may be a trademark that a third party is using. And so at the end of the day, even though AI is beneficial and it gives you, three options, you should go and ensure that you can use those options.
So what happened with the company then? So they came to you and they said they had these three options. They were branding, they were elated, but then what happened next?
This was a sad story, and this is where, and I'm not trying to promote going to a lawyer, but at the end of the day, the initial cost outweighs the cost, that you'll have to incur. So they develop these brands. These are global brands. So it's not only Canada. They are using them all over the world, putting them on packaging, putting them on invoices, marketing collateral, etc. They did get a cease and desist letter, not in Canada, but in another jurisdiction, ultimately had to rebrand. And so the amount of costs that they had to incur in relation to that, far exceeded what they would have had to pay just to do an initial search.
I think this is really important. It's an important topic to talk about right now because everybody is using AI and maybe even as a crutch. It's easy, it's quick, or whatever. But I want to ask you, how do companies limit risk if they do rely on AI to develop a brand?
There's so many ways to limit risk, and again, I encourage the use of AI, but you have to appreciate that there are these risks, right? So when you develop a trademark, you should go to a lawyer to ensure that that trademark is free to use. I've had clients come to me and say, "Well, we've done searches on the Google search engine. We also did nuance searches, which are company searches, and we were able to get this business name that has our trademark. So, we could use this trademark because we have the business name." But that's not correct. Even though you do own a business name, does not necessarily mean that you own the trademark. And so you have to do these searches. Another thing that I encourage our clients to do, particularly if you have a marketing team or if you're using third parties in order to develop your brands and marketing collateral, is make sure you have an AI policy, first of all, for your employees. And the policy not only should look at, okay, if you develop a brand, the next step is it has to be vetted, either by a lawyer, etc. But also, and this is a really important part that people don't appreciate, when you're putting information into, for example, ChatGPT, you may be breaching the confidentiality of your business and company. So, for example, you develop a new product and that's what you want to brand, right? But you're putting in ChatGPT the elements of the product in order to get this trademark that matches the product. Well, you don't know where this information is going. It's going into the ether, right? And so you could potentially be letting the world know about what is being developed before it goes into the market. So these policies are extremely important within your company to ensure that, you know, ChatGPT is used with certain parameters.
It's amazing as, companies grow and as technology grows, all these new policies are being implemented in different corporations. We never used to have, email policies. We never used to have social media policies. Now we need AI policies as well. Um, it's amazing how many different policies different corporations need in order to survive a lot of this and in order to protect themselves as well. When we come back from this next commercial break, I want to talk about the development of marketing and advertising collateral. And I want to pick your brain and see what some of the issues that you're seeing that are popping up right now, because this is all so new. And corporations, some are engaging 100% and some are staying away. So please don't go away. We'll be right back with more AI intelligence.